Some repeat governors are fighting to make a constitutional change. Is it a constitutional interpretation? Whereby the current constitutional reading says that for one to be a governor in a county, one will serve not more than 2 terms. They want to insert there a provision, a small word. You know, in law, those who have studied law or those who are interested in law will tell you that a slight change in the writing of the law changes drastically the meaning and interpretation of what is written. For example, if you are writing something in law and you exchange a comma with a full stop, or where there is a full stop, you remove, it doesn't appear there. It changes the meaning. So when you insert an extra word, or when you remove an extra word, a single word, it means that you have changed the meaning. Let us now become law students. For example, the law says that once you serve 2 terms as a governor, as a county governor, you are not supposed to serve another term. 2 terms. Now they want to say when you serve 2 consecutive terms, they just want to add there the word consecutive. Now, what changes does 2 consecutive term means? When the law says you don't serve 2 terms just that way, it means different from 2 consecutive terms. And these cheeky governors, I'm sure they would even want to talk of one station. They would even want to change it to such a way that if you have served like Joho, although Joho is not one of them, but I'm only giving as an example. Joho has served 2 terms, 2 consecutive terms as the governor of Mombasa. So if we allow everybody to mess around with the constitution, you'll find that someone cheeky may even want to say that Joho served. I'm only giving Joho as an example because I know he's not on it. But someone will say, since Joho has served, or even Anok, since Anok has served 2 terms as the governor for Turkana, then he can serve 2 other terms as the governor for Nairobi, or even Kitale, or anywhere else. That defeats the purpose of the 2010 constitution. Take a person like Mbuvi Sonko. It means that Mbuvi Sonko, if he can go round the impeachment, whatever, he can serve 3 counties. Remember, he is a coastal fellow. Remember, he's also been governor for Nairobi. And remember, he comes from Machakos. Those are cheeky. The interpretation that people have been having without the court's interpretation. Why am I saying people's interpretation against the court's interpretation? I mean that the court's interpretation is final. But what is generally agreed among people today is that a person like Kidero has served Nairobi as 1 term, and he tried to contest as a governor somewhere in Nyanza. According to the people's interpretation, which is not even the court's interpretation, is that should Gidero be elected as a governor in some counties in Nyanza, then the constitution will mean that he has served 2 terms, and so he cannot serve any other term. But these people are trying to joke with the constitution in 2 different variations. Because if we continue joking around with the constitution the way some people want to joke, it would mean that if you have served in 2 terms in one county, you can go and serve 2 terms in another county. We have 47 counties. 47 times 2. 47 times 2, that is 94. So they are trying to say that you can serve for 940 years in different counties, so and so on. That is one way of interpreting it. Another way of interpreting mischievously, that is the first way of interpreting mischievous, and the other way of interpreting mischievously is also when they place the word consecutively. When you place the word consecutively, it means that, for the lack of a better example, let me give the example of Bungoma. In the 2013 to 2013 to 2017, the governor for Bungoma was Kenneth Lusaka. The governor for Bungoma was Kenneth Lusaka. In 2017 to 2022, the governor for Bungoma was Wangamati. Now, if we have to play in that way, without going to other counties and so on, you'll find that the first term, that is 2013 to 2017, it was Lusaka. 2017 to 2022 was Wangamati. From 2022 to 2027, Lusaka. 2027 to 2032, Wangamati. 2032 to 2037, Lusaka. 2037 to 2042, Wangamati. And so on and so on. Interchanging the way we interchange day and night. Is that fair? Is that what Kenyans want? No. We do not want that. What I would want is anybody should go to the Supreme Court for constitutional interpretation, such that when you are a governor in one county, you are a governor elsewhere. It should be, if you have like a person like, I can give 2 examples, and both of them are former governors in Nairobi. After serving Nairobi as the governor, Kidero showed interest in serving as a governor for somewhere in Nyanza. Mbuvi Sonko, after serving as governor in Nairobi, he showed interest in serving as governor somewhere in the coast. I think it's Mombasa. Now, it should be taken that once you have served in one county here, you can serve in another county elsewhere, but it be counted 2 terms. Another thing I wanted it to be counted is that once you have served as a governor in one term, whether it was cut short through whatever, but you have served one term, then you are eligible for a second term anywhere else, anytime. This is to stop a person like, you see, Charity Ngilu was the governor for Kitui. She can stay out for 15 years and then go back to Kitui to serve as a governor. And then from there, she can go to Mombasa, serve as a governor non-consecutive times in Mombasa and again come to Nairobi. We should avoid a situation where someone hops in and out or hops in. It should be just counted what justice somewhere is justice elsewhere, meaning governor somewhere is governor elsewhere. And 2 terms should serve as 2 terms, whether consecutive or not. In America, Trump is the second president to have served 2 non-consecutive terms. I think in America, I'll have to research and Google. I think in America, uh, I think in America, once he serves this term, he cannot offer himself for the next election, nor stay out for whatever. Let us look at the people. Let us not look at the leaders. In Kenya, since independence, and that is what the 2010 constitution tried to kill. It tried to kill this thing about leader-based constitutional change, and it came up with uh, the people-centered election reforms. Let us do that. Leadership. We are even having people like Madago. We have people like Madago, who was a governor, now he's a senator. We have people like Sakaja, why can't you go to any? What is so special about governorship that some people are trying to go around that? Remember, in Kenya we have so many good people who can do that job. Have a nice time.